Hey guys, welcome back to another Forza Horizon 4 video. As you can see, this is our very first face cam reveal pretty much, and it's not that I didn't want to do it in the past, it's that I didn't necessarily have the best way to actually put it all together, all the gameplay of the videos and then the face cam and the audio and everything, and now I've kind of narrowed it down where I can actually do that sort of thing. So I kind of like this as well. It's more of a one-on-one experience with me. My name is Sean. I am the creator of M77 Gaming. It is a small YouTube or gaming channel on YouTube, and we're trying to be more consistent, grow it into like a bigger brand. Not looking at being the biggest gaming channel in the world on YouTube, but we definitely are looking at growing. And if you guys want to, make sure you subscribe. There's lots of Forza Horizon content coming, lots of maybe Forza Motorsport content in the future, and pretty much maybe in the future grow and expand into different games. I've briefly done it or tried to do it, and unfortunately we're just not at the point where we can diversify into multiple different games, and we've had the most amount of success in like Forza Horizon and the Crew 2. So we're gonna solely work on those sort of games, and I do have a good idea for Forza Horizon 4, and something I've kind of done year after year after year with all these games is kind of experience the cars, test them out with each other, and put them head to head against each other. And I've kind of designed a little event with all these cars that I can actually do that with, and overall find out the better car. So that's what we're doing. We're doing a full versus series with all the cars in Forza Horizon. I've been working really hard on putting a whole bunch of things together. That way I can be consistent. I don't want to post one a week. I want to post maybe like 7 or 10 videos a week and be, like I said, more personable with you, and maybe do a face cam like this. So this is more just like a test right now as well. I'm not exactly sure going forward if we're going to continue it. I do really want to. I think it's a great idea. Let me know what you guys think. If you guys would prefer this sort of thing, have a little face cam on the screen and I can do it like my live reaction while actually making the video. Or if you want, I can get rid of this and go to like the shorter video section where I'm literally just doing these events, no commentary, that sort of thing. The video is like 5-6 minutes long, very quick for you to watch, and it's just literally one video or one car versus another. We do a drag race, we do a top speed run, and then we do a sprint run. That's pretty much it. So if you guys want to be a part of the feedback and let me know what you want to see in this channel, or if you even want to see these, then let me know down in the comments below. That'd be great. But make sure you're subscribed if you do want to see them, because lots of content is coming, like I said. So we're gonna dive into it. I'm milking the Koenigsegg Jesko as much as possible right now. We don't really have like a crazy amount of views right now because the consistency has been low. So I think with the consistency we'll build a more bigger audience, and the content will just get more enjoyable, which is good. But we're milking the Koenigsegg Jesko. We're doing the Koenigsegg Jesko versus the Bugatti Divo. We're going to do, like I said, a top speed run. We're going to do a drag race, and we're also going to do a top sprint race, which I did in my last video with the Jesko, but we're going to redo it today, see if we can get a better time. We did a minute 29 on the track. We're going to see if we can do a little bit better of a time, because I do know that I went a little bit slow into certain corners, and everything's kind of clean. I'm trying to do things as clean as possible. We will still have cuts. It's not going to be like all the loading screens, because the loading screens are crazy. But what I want to do, we're going to jump right out of here, take a quick look at this thing. This thing is beautiful, and like I said, I already made a video on this car, so I've already gone over it, so I'm not going to spend too much time on it, but just kind of open it up, take a quick look at it. And I'm also keeping these cars completely stock, by the way. I don't want them to be crazy 1600 horsepower. You know, the 1200 horsepower that comes in this thing right off the rip is plenty. Absolutely plenty. So this thing's beautiful. Everything opens up. Such a amazingly engineered car. Going to be a lot of mess ups too, by the way. It's solely live, where if I didn't have a face cam, I could kind of edit things out, edit in between the lines, that sort of thing. So any mistakes, I'm going to try my best to kind of work on it and fix it. But for now, like I said, it's an experiment. It's a work in progress. We're going to try this out and hope for the best and try and give it our best as well. So there is the Koenigsegg Jesko. We'll jump over to upgrades. Like I said, it's completely stock. Take a quick look at the stats on this thing because I am interested. these are all the Forza stats that they offer: the speed, the handling, acceleration, launch, braking. We're not really going to worry about that in any of the videos. We're just kind of going to skip to the top speed, 0 to 60 time, that sort of thing. So jumping over to the 0 to 60 mile an hour time, 2.785 seconds, top speed of 274.3 miles an hour. We got 1,280 horsepower. Ridiculous, absolutely crazy. But I mean, you're paying $3 million for a car, maybe even more. I'm not sure exactly the cost of the Jesko, but it's crazy. It's such a unique car. You have to be a certain person to be able to even buy one of these, I'm sure. But if you're lucky enough to get your hands on one, then it's definitely worth it, and that's the horsepower that comes with it. 883 foot-pounds of torque, very, very cool, and the weight is 3,100. So those are more of the stats that we're going to be kind of diving into. Same with the Divo, we'll go over that really quickly, but we don't want to focus too much time on this, and I've already talked a lot more than I'll be talking in most of the other videos about just nonsense, not the actual video. Like I said, an experiment, we're working on things, okay? Keep it moving, that sort of thing. Jumping out of there, it's a really, really nice car. This is such a beautiful car, and I'm absolutely thrilled to have it in this game. If you guys do not have it yet, you still have like maybe 5 days, maybe 4 days, I'm not exactly sure, but you have a couple days. It's in the festival playlist, which I'll show you really quickly. Extremely easy to get. I'll link it down below if you don't understand how to get it. I made a video on it. It's in the festival playlist, and it's part of the 3-race championship. You just have to complete the championship. The most important thing, which some people have asked me once I posted it, is you have to make sure for all 3 races the difficulty is on highly skilled. If it's anything other than that, you will not win the Koenigsegg, even if you win the championship. So make sure that it's highly skilled, and it's this Let It Snow event right here. Very, very simple. Probably takes you like 20 minutes, half an hour. I recommend doing this because on the auction house, you're not going to find this car. You're not going to get it. And unless you're already like a pro sniper at getting all the cars, it's not going to happen. This car is very, very rare. In fact, let's go over to the auction house and just take a quick peek. We're going to kind of go as fast as possible. Quick peek just to see if it's there. And hopefully it is, because I'll show you as soon as it is. I'll go and buy it out for whatever cost. It's not there. You're not going to find it. If it does pop up every once in a while, as soon as you go to buy it out, it'll automatically be bought out already within seconds. So just get it through the festival playlist. It's free, half an hour of your time. Go race 3 races. Very, very easy. Use Koenigsegg, so it's very easy as well that way. So let's jump over to the Bugatti Divo. I think I'm gonna go back and forth sort of thing. So we'll do the stats of both the Koenigsegg, or the first car, and then the Divo, or the second car, whatever the second car is, and then we'll jump into the top speed. That's when I'll kind of edit and clip it a little bit, but we'll do the top speed of both the cars, and then the drag race of both the cars, and then we will finish it off with the sprint race with a side-by-side comparison. And I have a good way of doing that, and then we'll pretty much just kind of give it a overall score, what I think about the cars, and yeah, that's pretty much it, to be honest. It's that simple, very, very quick and easy and fun and informationable, and yeah. And with any like feedback that you guys have, any future videos I'm going to make with this, let me know what you expect, what you want to see, what I missed, if I should added anything in the video, if there's a different challenge I should do. You know, maybe I jump it off like a 40-foot ramp all the way in the air, see how fast or high I can go. But here's the Divo, man, and this is honestly such a beautiful car. One of my favorite Bugattis out there. I love the Chiron as soon as that came out, and then they introduced this, and I was mind blown. The lights are absolutely phenomenal, how it wraps around this front here. I'll turn them on really quick. I have a couple models, 1/18 scale models of this car, just because I love it so much. The interior is really unique. They didn't actually do it here in Forza, but in the actual Divo, I'm sure you can change the spec and that sort of thing, but the initial release one, half of it was blue and half of it was black. So it was like a split in the center of different interior. And it looked really, really cool. But in this one, it's just straight up black. There's lots of Alcantara, and it looks absolutely beautiful. Is this fully carbon fiber? I don't think so, eh? No, it's not. Some carbon fiber on it, quite a bit. The big wing is all carbon fiber. And that's a big thing with both these cars is the wings are massive, absolutely massive. So such a stunning car. Like I said, what we're going to do now is I'm going to jump all the way over to the top speed run, and we're going to start with the Koenigsegg Jesko. So I already made a mistake and realized that I didn't actually show the stats of the Divo. I just showed the exterior view of the Divo and kind of went into the interior. What we're going to do is show the stats, and I won't forget that next time. I'll have an actual like game plan and list of everything. But there's the Forza stats that we're not going to focus on. 2.40 to 60 time, very, very quick. I think that's faster than the Jesko. 246.5 miles an hour of a top speed. And we're going to test the top speed because sometimes that varies. Sometimes it's a little bit higher. Sometimes it's a little bit lower. And there's only a certain amount of runway that we have. We're going on the highway with no traffic. We're going to try our best to hit that straight as fast as possible and try and get up to the top speed. We have 1,479 horsepower. Again, you're paying millions of dollars for a car. This one's probably even more expensive than the Jesko because it's more exclusive. That might be wrong. I'm not sure if it's more exclusive. I know both of them, very limited production of both of them. But 1,479 horsepower and 1,180 foot-pounds of torque. Absolutely ridiculous. Crazy, crazy, crazy. All right, now we're going to jump to the top speed run. All right, so I have the Jesko all lined up, and I have a custom event that we do, and it's pretty much just on the highway, just kind of as straight as possible, like I said. But we're going to go ahead and get a couple revs out of this car, and just in the sun, man, this car is glistening. It's so good. I absolutely love it, and it sounds incredible too. You're about to hear it, but let's go ahead and take a look at the revs. It's a good sounding car. It could be better. Like, I don't know. The sounds in Forza are definitely way different. A different experience than real life, obviously. But they still are pretty nice, and not going to lie. So let's go ahead. We're going to get the rev limiter up quite a bit, and then we're going to launch this thing and see how fast we can go. I'm projecting probably like 260 to 280. I think the projected one was 270 something. But as you can see, we're already in 8th gear, man. Like, this car is just ridiculous. It goes through the gears really, really fast. And it's a really fast car. We're at 240 miles an hour. Trying not to hit anything when we're doing this thing. 270 miles an hour already. 274. And if you guys can remember what the projected number was, 275. I'm not exactly sure. I can't really look exactly where we are. But you guys will be able to tell exactly what we hit. And this is roughly where we kind of go off the road and ruin it. We won't be able to get anywhere up to 270, 280, that sort of thing. Maybe 270 actually with the rest of the road here. But I think we pretty much hit it at 275, maybe 276. But as you can see, this is a 9-speed. I did not know that. This thing has 9 gears, which is ridiculous. So we just hit the end. There's no point on finishing the race. I'm just going to jump over to the Divo and see what sort of speed we can get. Alright guys, so we have the Divo lined up now, and honestly, the projected speed was like 245 miles an hour, and it's not quite 275. I don't think there's a 30 mile an hour window there that we'll be able to jump to, so I think the Koenigsegg Jesko takes it here, but we're going to listen to this car anyway. This is a lot more aggressive of a car. It's a lot more girthy, bigger engine. It's just absolutely ridiculous. It has that quad exhaust on the bottom there. It's just absolutely beautiful. We're going to go ahead and take a quick look at all the revs. Very nice. And then we'll go ahead and get the rev limiter up and launch it, and then let's see how fast we can get it. I'm projecting, because we're also going downhill. You have to keep that in mind. I've kind of put it to where we're actually going downhill to get a little bit faster of a speed quicker. I think we'll be able to get like maybe 250. I'm thinking 250. And even 250, ridiculous. Absolutely crazy to get 250. Let's go ahead. 217, 220. We're climbing pretty quick. 230, 233. And I'm trying to focus as much as possible on the road. That way I don't go off the road before we get to the place that we normally go off. 243, Can we get to 244? Definitely not 250. We're going into this corner. I didn't mess it up too much, so we might be able to, but we're more on flat ground now, so it's going to be a lot harder to actually get up to that speed. We're in 7th gear, 240, 239, 238. It's not going to happen, guys. It's not. 243 or 244 was the most that we ended up going. So we'll go ahead and we'll stop the car here. Pretty much where these yellow lines are is, I think I'll stop the car unless I totally mess it up, which a lot of cars going into that corner, it's going to be impossible to take it like nice and smooth. We're literally going to go through the barrier and it's going to ruin the speed, and then we'll just stop it there. Otherwise, if we have a chance of getting like a little bit higher of a speed, we'll end at these yellow lines here. But that's the Bugatti Divo. The Koenigsegg Jesko definitely takes it for the top speed at 270 something miles an hour, which is insane. I would love to even go 200 miles an hour in my lifetime, which I will. 100%, I'll definitely go, but 276, that's a different experience for sure. So now what we're going to do, we're going to jump over to the drag race, and even though the Koenigsegg won by a mile, maybe the Bugatti has a chance in like a quarter mile or half a mile drag race to get there really quick, because I know Koenigsegg does actually excel at the higher speeds, not the early start of a race. So we're going to go ahead and test that out right now. Alright, so we're starting with the Bugatti Divo just because I was already in the Divo. We're going to go ahead and do this track. I don't know how far this actually is. Maybe a quarter mile, maybe half a mile. But nonetheless, we're going to put all the cars on this track, test them all out. We're going to try and do as straight as possible. There are a couple obstacles that we have to avoid, but we'll take a look at the time here of 14.114 seconds. Now we got to remember that, and I know actually what I did realize is a lot of these times are very generic, which means I'll have two different cars go on this track and they'll have the exact same time down to the millisecond. So for whatever reason, that's probably going to happen every once in a while, but we're going to take a look what the Koenigsegg Jesko can do, and hopefully it's better than the 14.114 seconds. Alright, so here is the Koenigsegg Jesko. Trying to remember the time as best as possible from the Divo, but as you can see, I'm pretty sure right off the rip, even though those gears are flying, it's not very quick, and then once it gets up to speed, then it gets fast. But let's go ahead and take a look at the time. It was faster. Oh my gosh, 14.014 seconds, so I think 100 milliseconds quicker to the finish line there, and that's not bad at all. Very quick cars, both of them are absolutely insane. Unfortunately for the Divo, the Jesko came out on top on this one, and the fact that the Jesko also came out on top for the top speed means it already technically won the whole Versus series here. But we are going to do the sprint race, and I have decided that I'm not going to do any commentary during the actual race. We're going to keep that to itself and kind of do a side-by-side comparison, let them both drive at the same time. I think that's just the best way to do it, and I am also going to use the Jesko from yesterday because this is actually a difficult race for me to do. Reason being is I like to do it clean. I don't want to be hitting any walls. I don't want to be going off-road. Don't want to be spinning the tires, skidding, nothing like that, no burnouts. I'm trying to do the cleanest, fastest lap possible. And yesterday I actually, probably in like the 4th or 5th attempt, got the Koenigsegg Jesko to do it in 129, and it was a relatively okay lap. There were a few corners I went kind of slow into the corners, but the fact that the Koenigsegg already won, I'm just going to leave it at that. What we are going to do, I'm going to go film right now the Divo. I'm going to put it all together for you. At the end, I'll reveal all the different stats, or yeah, the stats of the cars. Not the stats, sorry, the final results of the cars, and then give the Koenigsegg Jesko the win, and then we'll end it at that sort of thing. So, yeah, thank you for watching this part. I'll see you in a minute. Enjoy this race. Okay, so the final results are in. You guys obviously saw the Jesko kind of whop the Divo. And with that last race, like, it's not going to be perfect, like a perfect run every single time. There are some flaws with maybe not taking corners perfectly, but the time it takes to actually do like a really perfect race is not worth redoing takes. So it's going to be very generic. Maybe it's not accurate results, but it's for the most part pretty accurate. Pretty much the Jesko and the Divo went head to head for a top speed run, the drag race, and the point to point race. And the Jesko won all three with a 275 mile per hour over a 243 mile per hour. The drag race was 14.014 seconds for the Jesko, and the Divo had 14.114 seconds. So that was a lot closer of a time than, let's say, the top speed was for the both. And then the point to point race, which we did at the end, a minute 29 957 for the Jesko, and the Divo had a minute 33 894. So again, the Jesko won. So very, very close cars, very good cars. Like, both of them are absolutely incredible. I think the Divo is actually available next season. So in about a week or so, it'll be available as like a 50% seasonal reward. And I'm not sure if that's like an exclusive car still or rare to find or anything like that. But if it is, you'll be able to get it next week. This week, you can get the Jesko. That's why I definitely recommend doing it, because look at the results. It's an absolute insane car. So definitely get that if you can jump on over the next couple days. And yeah, like I said, this was a little bit of an experiment with the face cam, and it's more live than anything. So most of the time what I can do is I can record everything and chill. I can put my feet up. I can just hang out, have a good time, and record. This is live, so as I'm doing the drag races, I'm also on the cam. So I kind of have to get it done as quickly as possible. That way the files aren't too big and there's not a whole bunch of editing and all that sort of stuff. So this is an experiment and a rough draft pretty much. We will be expanding and growing and building it into a better system very, very shortly. For those of you who are still watching, thank you so much, man. Like, I appreciate the heck out of you. We're not getting like crazy views, like I said earlier. We're not getting crazy views every single day. But if you are enjoying these sort of videos and you do want to see what's to come in the future, then drop a like. Make sure you are subscribed as well, and then notifications on so you'll be updated of future videos. Also, let me know down in the comments like what cars you guys want to see go head to head if I was to do this as like a full time channel thing. What car do you want to see versus what car? And I'll definitely take those into consideration and probably do them, to be honest. Like, I want to do so many of these. I'm going to be saving pretty much all the races. So the Jesko and the Divo, I now have the race, so I can put the Divo up against, let's say, the 1-to-1 maybe, or the Jesko up against like the FXXK. Like, just a whole bunch of different things, and experiment as well, and just kind of have fun with it and grow the channel. So that's the main thing, is growing the channel. So if you do want to support, like I said, make sure you subscribe. I appreciate the heck out of you. And yeah, here we go. This is pretty much a commitment. I'm trying my best to commit to it and actually try to grow it this time. So thanks again for watching. I'll catch you guys on the next one.